say you've got off the plane and you've come to Arusha and you've never been in Africa, let alone Tanzania before, it can be intense because there's a lot of color and a lot of noise and a lot of action and there's things going on, and it's very different in a way to what a lot of people are used to. So so we're into that and we're settled and we know where we are and everything. Then we go to Tarangire, and then it's like sensors on alert. There's a herd of 20 elephant there, and there's lions up the tree, and oh my God, there's a lion in the riverbed there, and look at these birds and all of that. So when you come here, it's almost like, okay, let's breathe, let's regroup and figure out what we've just done. And oh my God, especially people with families, come here and have a day. They can swim, they can go for their walk, and they can go a bit slower and get a little bit acclimatized a little bit more, and then dip into Ngorongoro, go up through Serengeti. This area for me is like I always call it like a breather zone. I call it a breather zone because it's an area where you are not restricted really in your movement. You can go down in Mtwombo village there and you can have a tuk-tuk ride, which will be an exploration of the villages and looking around how they do rice farming, how do they do jewel, tomato and banana plantations. You can do a zip line. You can go into the national park and do a treetop walkway. So many activities here and available that not necessarily you can get once you go further, in through Ngorongoro and in up to Serengeti. Probably the common theme is, we're learning about different tribes, different customs, different cultures. You're hearing different languages. Tanzania's made up of 120 different tribes with 120 different languages and 120 different cultures. So if we can infuse that in itineraries, for me, that will give you a true sense of where you are and what it means to be on safari in Tanzania. For me, what I see after doing this for many years is that people essentially they're booking a safari because their dream is, I've always wanted to see an elephant, a leopard close, or watch a cheetah hunt or something like that. And that's probably the original drawing factor. But when I see the same guests going home again, it's like, oh my gosh, Donna, I am so glad that you made us walk in that village, go and visit with the Maasai community, go to the school, because the human factor, the human touch is the most valuable. I loved seeing the wildebeest migration. I loved seeing, the wildebeest, running the gauntlet of the Mara River, and it was so exciting. But oh my gosh, when I went and fetched water with that lady down in the Maasai village, that just warmed my heart. At the end of the day, safari is not a noun. For me, it's 100% it's an emotion.